Hold on, fam. As promised, I created for myself what I call spiritual fitness that starts May 18th through June 15th. Exactly 4 weeks. It's a 28-day program. And instead of me explain, I'm going to read it to you off of my PDF. I have a 8-sheet PDF. When I do things, I do it very organized. But I am also offering this to public, but we'll speak about that at the end. So I'm going to just read what's on here and then explain some of this as I go along. And that's the best way to do this and to have it done real quick, simply and over with. So I created spiritual fitness for myself as it incorporates different healing modalities to aid me on my spiritual journey. If you decide to participate at any time in this program, please check with your primary care provider. Spiritual fitness is cleansing, detoxing, fasting, and acts to excel spiritual progression that should be done at least twice a year or as needed. The program is designed to strengthen and discipline the physical, mental, and spiritual bodies. Spiritual fitness is how I prepare myself to fight in spiritual warfare. During the 4 weeks of the program, only necessities are more important than the protocol. One must remain conscious and mindful of everything and keep focused on the goal, which are the daily tasks. So that's pretty much in a nutshell what why I created spiritual fitness, what it is, detoxing, cleansing, fasting, and acts to excel spiritual progression. And with any, regimen, it's like the last line said here, during the 4 weeks the program, the necessities, only necessities are more important than protocols, meaning what you set out to do here. If you can't do it, don't even start it. It's not really complex. It's things that you haven't done before, but the thing about this is about the discipline and to put you in the habit of being disciplined spiritually, physically, and mentally. So when I do this, nothing is more important for me, and these are reminders for myself, but necessities, like things that absolutely have to happen, what I absolutely have to do for work, or just necessities. If it's not a necessity, it's not about me looking online or taking a phone call or any of that. If it interferes with the protocols of this program that I put together for myself, one must remain conscious and mindful of everything and keep focused on the goal. And that's me talking to me. So I'm going to list the 20 protocols to this. The first one is intermittent fasting. 8-hour eating window, 16-hour fast window. Only water, coconut, and tea should be consumed during the fasting window. 2. Restricted eating. Monday through Friday, only eat sun-baked foods. And I say sun-baked, people say raw, but we don't eat raw foods. We eat foods that's cooked by the sun. But only sun-baked foods. No cooking, no processed sugar, no sodas or processed juices. Saturday and Sunday, sun-baked foods. 1 cooked meal is allowed with the exception of the above. So during the whole process, even on the weekends, when I can have cooked foods, I can't have nothing processed. So I can make stir fries or, quinoa, but no processed foods. So number 3, 32 ounces of fresh healing juice daily. And that consists of ginger, parsley, cilantro, cucumbers, lemon, celery, spinach, apples, cayenne, beets, and pineapples. If you want the complete recipe, you could get the PDF. Number 4, daily 1 cup of dandelion tea, and that's for maintenance of the liver and the kidneys. 3 liters to a gallon of water with hydrogen. So I have hydrogen that I take, like throughout the week, but for this I want it every day, nonstop. and I get my hydrogen from Amazon. It's actually hydrogen with minerals in it too. So 5, AFA, take daily along with chlorella and spirulina. 6, Wednesday 24-hour fast starts Tuesday at 5 p.m. until Wednesday at 5 p.m. Have sun-baked foods between 5 and 6 p.m. on Wednesday. And this is to be done every Wednesday during the program. So when I stop eating on Tuesday, I will not eat again until 5 on Wednesday. So to give my body 24-hour rest. And I will do that every Wednesday. And then I'll give myself an hour eating window on Wednesday. And again, it'll be sun-baked foods because I can't have any cooked food still until the weekend. Of course, I won't get a gallon of water in and all that. That's because I'm dry fasting that day. So, but I can have living foods at the end of that day. And that's every Wednesday. So 7, meditation. Twice daily to the water program personal journey. Also, evening meditation at 8 p.m. to remove all disagreeable energies and entities from the governments around the world. So I meditate every night at 8. And that's to remove. It's really simple. Just repeat. Put your energy into it. Well, I put my energy strongly into it. I use my imagination, like the White House coming down or government shutting down. And I repeat, I remove all disagreeable energies and entities from the governments around the world. And I say that 3 times. And then if I choose to say more, depending on where I'm at, how much time I have to meditate, then I do. I speak on all governments that's controlling our music, our food, our clothes, that kind of thing. So twice a day, I'll be meditating to the water program, because water programs is a 28-day process anyway. And for this one, I haven't done it in over a year, so I'll be meditating to the water program personal journey. And you can see that water program over on ZenWombs.com. Go to water programs and go down to PJ or personal journey. And this one is so powerful. Personal journey is about the individual self. It has over, I think, 40 layers on it. I have to go and see for sure, but I think it's about 40 layers or more on that one. And the thing about that one, they're running right over top of each other. So you hear a lot going on, but you also feel it when you do the meditation correctly and you allow that in and the sound of the water in, and even play a water fountain nearby and listen to that water. That one is so powerful. So that's the one I'll be using for this, for spiritual fitness. Whenever I do spiritual fitness, it will always include that program. So again, feel free to go check that out. That one's really, really powerful. So number 8, self-check-in. Pause at some point during each day. Sit with self, focus within, and assess emotions. Breathe and release all that does not belong. Inhale wholeness, gratitude, and love. So a minimum of 10 minutes until whenever I feel like, not doing. And that's important because I do that now, maybe several times a week. The days I'm not real busy. But during this process, I want to be disciplined in it. Because that's a very, very powerful practice when you stop and do a self-check-in and just focus in on itself, check on itself. Like my mother's transition, recent, not even a year. So, like Mother's Day just came and gone. And I was so sad, and I was just really, I had a moment. So I stopped just to check in on myself, to see how I'm feeling, to see if I needed to cry about that. And I did. I released it. And then I released all the pain out of my body. And then I pulled in love, gratitude, and just seeing myself in wholeness. Lit some sage, some Palo, that kind of thing. So just once a day throughout this process, I'll do a self-check-in. And I encourage anybody to try that. It's a very powerful practice. So 9, grounding and sun absorption. Connect with the earth at least 30 minutes a day. Face the sun with eyes closed. Absorb the light and heat at least 30 minutes a day. Now, I have a whole video of this on YouTube. You can just, I guess, put in Zen Wombs and sun absorption. The whole process. I'm not going to explain right now how I do the sun absorption. Just briefly face the sun with eyes closed. You'll see that light behind your eyelids. Draw in that light throughout your whole body. I bring it through my hair. And then I draw in the heat into my solar. It's a whole process, but that video is on YouTube. So if you want to see that, check it out. So a minimum of 30 minutes a day, but knowing me, I'll probably go out in the hammock in the AM about an hour. So 45 minutes to an hour on a daily, but a minimum of 30 minutes. Because that's also a good time for me to go into like the personal journey meditation in the hammock, and then go into the sun absorption right there. So it'll be awesome. Where are we? So daily exercise. I'll be doing 1 to 3 miles walk every other day, and I might even ride the bike. I could throw the bike in there, my e-bike or whatever in there, and then a strength train, a minimum 30 minutes minimum every day. But normally I strength train every other day and I walk every other day, and my strength train normally lasts me at least an hour and a half, because I just do a full body every other day. So instead of a leg day or arm day, I just do a full body when I do the strength train anyway. So 30 squats daily, 15 push-ups daily. And then on my puller, it's every day before bed, I take equal parts of the solution. You can get the PDF and you can get the entire solution there. Most of you should already know it anyway. And I take the puller every other day, because every other day I take the cleanser. And it gives the instruction, one is in the AM, one is in the PM. And they're every other day. And this next one, the cleanser is very, very powerful. This cleanser, this combination of these three, actually, it pulls saturated fat and trans fat out the body. And when I tell you, you will see it. You will see that in your toilet. And just like the puller will also pull parasites out. The parasites, for some reason, likes to eat both of these, and you'll see them. And if you're not a person that's squeamish about your own stuff to go fishing for it, then you can fork it out and you will see it. I have actual footage of this stuff. I may briefly throw up. You know what? I'll do that at the end of this. So I'll give a warning if you don't want to see it at the end of the video. I will probably flash a parasite. Maybe I'm going to look it up first to see if I'm going to go on YouTube and see if other people on YouTube showing that, then I know that I can. And then I will. So, but I'll give you warning to don't look past this point if it's something you don't want to see. Okay, so that's the puller, and that's very powerful. And then, but that cleanser, once I started taking that, and I started that this year, I've done juicing this year, and just in general, I've done juicing, different fastings, nothing, that literally, my stomach went down so much from taking this. I mean, and you're gonna go. It's like, and I guess because of the ingredients in it, it's like it pushes the stuff out your colon that just shouldn't be there. It's a very powerful cleanser. So I hope you guys get the PDF so you can see that. So that's 12. We're on 13, weekly sound therapy session with professional or at home. So if you can't get to a professional, you can actually use a tuning fork, like 528, 432 sonic slider. You could use a tuning fork when you do the session. It's really simple. Just use a tuning fork, and of course have your smudging and stuff going, and that'll be that's sound. Even if you don't hear it. Your body hears that. And that can balance out energies. Like you'll feel it. You might get a chill while you're doing it, while you're putting it in the places that you should put it. You'll feel that energy release from your body. So I have myself where I have to do it weekly, a weekly session, but I'm probably going to do it. My minimum is a weekly. Let me say that. My minimum is once, but I will get in as many as I can. I have to do a weekly nature walk near water, so that I can have the elements of water, air, and earth. And then if I'm able to like light a candle that, or I can have the 4 elements, me being the 5th. So I'll do a nature walk. No music, no nothing, just listening to nature. Walk with nature about an hour, and then at the end of the nature walk do at least a 10 minutes self-reflection, like I was just telling you earlier, but just a release session. So a minimum of 10 minutes, and it can go as long as, as long as. So then 15 is a weekly spiritual bath, and it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different essential oils, but you might have your own kind of way that you do your spiritual baths. But I do, this is the one I'm doing with these oils, particularly with a hydrogen bomb. So a hydrogen bath bomb, and I have it on here where you can get what brand I use, that is, and where you can get it. So 16, I got daily skincare, where daily I'll do deep facials, cleanses, and skin exfoliants, like clay mask and stuff like that. That's deep cleansing my skin. So like even on the spiritual bath day, because I'll shower daily, of course, but then on the bath days I'll be doing deep cleansing. So like on here I only have the essential oils, but I would add other stuff to that, most definitely, like not Epsom salt, because that's in the hydrogen bomb, but like bentonite clay to the water, maybe a little baking soda to the water. It'd be a really powerful bath that I do, but it'd be also energy and spiritual cleansing. And of course, when I do my spiritual bath, I'm bathing to water program. So while my water's running, I'll be programming it with a fountain. I'll be there. I mean, the water itself will be the fountain, but I'll play a speaker box, is what I'm trying to say. A speaker box to play to the water while it's running. But I even have a, what you call it, like a bubbler, like to keep the water moving. I want the water moving the whole time, and I'll program it before I get in it, and then I'll be in program water. And that program I will use is Total Healing 3.0. Of course, that's also on ZenWombs.com if you're interested in doing that. So then I'll be doing a weekly sauna or steam. So, but I have a sauna here. You can get anybody can get a personal little sauna. So I'll definitely be doing a sauna weekly. I have like a, it's not like a humidifier, but it's actually a steamer. I'll do that daily to clear my airways and my lungs. And that's the steam that I'll actually be doing. So then that's journaling. That's 18 is journaling. I have it on here, should be done at the end of the day, because that's when I'll do it, to be able to organize my day and self-reflect on my day. But then I also have on here the benefits of journaling. A is mental health. It allows for space without judgment to process emotions and thoughts. It allows one to empty the mind of too many thoughts and can provide a safe place to vent and process everything from the terrible to the delightful. It can allow the brain a chance to rest, since awareness is being brought to a situation or state of emotions. It makes sense of what we are experiencing and allows for clarity. B, reflection. Writing down events and memories is a great way to revisit one's spiritual past. It is a way to get to know the self better, self-reflection. is challenging for many, and is not always the most fun task, but it allows for true measurable growth in one's thought and behavioral patterns. C, organization. It allows for processing and orienting of important tasks and how to manage day-to-day life. Journaling can be all of these things in one book. 19. Read 5 to 10 pages of a book, nonfiction, spiritual self-help. My book of choice is The Great Cosmic Mother. If you are a melanated womb man on any womb man and you are truly interested in women's history, Barbara Moore and the other lady, Sojourn, I can't remember her name, they really did the research on this in The Great Cosmic Mother. And it shows you our past. It shows you who we are. It proves that we are the mothers of civilization, that we were here. We didn't pop out of Adam's rib or any of that. And we were here first. And the relics that was found 35,000 BCE from the bones of LaSalle and on and on. So that's my book of choice. That's a book, as a matter of fact, the Guardians recommend that I read. I've had it for a long time and never read the whole book, but in this following month, I will. And that's why I say, I don't remember how many pages it is. I had to go get my book because I had packed everything up. Because I have on here 5 to 10 pages of the book for myself. But what I'll do is I will see how many pages is in the book, so I'll know how many I need to read for 28 days to have the book finished by the end. And another thing I do, sometimes I don't feel like reading them and I'm tired and I do so much, so I use I think Speechify, and I'll just take pictures of the pages that I want and let her read it to me. So it's a free app. So just look into Speechify if you want to, a way to get your book in fast. If your eyes too tired to read or something like that, you can get the book read to you. So my last one is create 1 hour a day. For me, writing, poetry, expression, painting, etc. Creating helps us to release spiritually. That just kind of spirituality and creation goes together. So since my passion is writing, I'll be creating a couple things. So in my creation, I'll be writing an affirmation for the 30 days, for the 11-1-11. And I wanted to do it while I was in this cleanse. So, and I'll be writing the water programs for the organs. So I'm starting that. All right, so that's the 20, and what I actually did was I gave it to 21 in case I wanted to add something. So what the next page is my daily task complete sheet. And the way I did that, and anybody could do it, my start and end date. So for me, this is May the 18th through June. My daily task complete sheet. So what it is numbered 1 through 21. 21 is that extra, in case I add something else on there. And then I have Sunday through Saturday. So let's say I start on Sunday. We have there's 21 protocols, right? All the ones I just read. So I also did a daily task sheet. That's just naming everything that I just named without the explanations to them. Just one daily task. Just 1 through 20. That's that extra 21 again. So daily task: intermittent fasting, restricted eating, 32 ounces of juice, dandelion tea, 3 liters of water with hydrogen, 3 liters to a gallon AFA, Wednesday 24-hour fast, meditation, self-check-in, grounding and sun absorption, daily exercise, pullers, cleansers, weekly sound therapy, weekly nature hike near water, weekly spiritual bath, daily skincare, and all that means to me, weekly sauna or steam, journaling, read 5 to 10 pages of a book, and create for 1 hour. So I just put them all on the hold on, here. So what I do with that is daily I'll take this sheet to make sure I got everything in. See, it's numbered 1 to 21, and then this is numbered 1 through 21. So on Sunday I could check off everything that I've done. So this will let me know if I missed anything, and then if I say something happened today and I couldn't finish something or da-da-da-da, this give me something to look back on. You know what I mean? To see my discipline, to make sure I'm on point. Anything I want to make up, I could just look at the chart and see what's not filled in. So these two go together. But then another use for this would be for what I have next. For the next 4 pages, it's the next 4 weeks. So this one is week 1. Each one is labeled week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4. And I just put times from 6:30 a.m. in half-hour intervals, 6:37, 7:38, 8:39, all the way till 10:30 p.m. That way I can sit like Saturday night before the fast, before the protocols start. I can set myself a schedule. Give me something to follow. And I change it because you never know. Next week I might have other things going on, and I have to rearrange that schedule. So I could put say, because I have 6:30 here because I'm up around 5ish, or sometimes 5:30, 6. It'll give me time to brush my teeth and all that, because at 6:30, personally, I want to be in meditation, the particular meditation. So like I say, I'll take this sheet and I'll check it off daily. Some things are given the intermittent fast and restricted eating, but let's say I messed up today. I could see it. I could see it on, the checklist, the task complete sheet. But anyway, this gives me where I want to place things at. So if I say I want to take my AFA at 7 o'clock, then that's what I'm be doing. If I'm meditating until 6:30, because the water program is, roughly 26 minutes or something like that. So at 7, I need to get right up and take my AFA. You feel me? So what time I want to do my self-checking, what time I'm going out to exercise, what time I'm going to do my grounding, what time what time I'm going to do that, like pullers or something. The puller I have to do, not the puller, but the cleanser, the one that pulls the saturated fat. That one I want to do like early in the day. Another thing about that one too is it suppresses your appetite. I don't need it for appetite suppressant, but it suppresses your appetite. Like, it just fills your belly up. Because you're doing 2 tablespoons of this, 2 tablespoons of that, and then a scoop. It fills you up. So that's something you guys want to try, especially if you want to lose weight, if you want it to aid you during your fasting process, like to keep you strong. When you're taking that in the AM, the days that I take that in the AM, it really it does its thing. So that's it in a nutshell. I'm gonna make this not too long. So that's it in a nutshell. That's spiritual fitness for me. So if you're interested in partaking in the upcoming one, or you might want to set one up for yourself and need time to get the supplies or whatever that you need to get, you can get the PDF. All proceeds to the PDF is going toward the temple build. I need to build a temple so I can have a place to do group healings for you guys, in a place that we could come safely on the 30 acres that we have. So all proceeds are going to that. So you can get this by donation, a minimum donation of $10. That's what I asked for this 8-page PDF. Anything else? I mean, did you feel like you want to add to that? I appreciate it. You could just send it Cash App Ceka, Ceka. I'll put it up here. Cash App Ceka. But it's important that you put your email address. When you send a Cash App, you can write a note. Just put the email address. So, because I don't know how much space like that you could actually use in in writing something in Cash App. So just put SF for spiritual fitness, and then email address. So I know that, okay, they want this, and it's just an email away. As soon as we get it, we'll just email it to you, and then you'll have your own copy. Or like if you heard everything I've said, I've read everything I've said, so you can create this yourself. You can write this up yourself. You don't need me to do it for you. Certain things I didn't give y'all completely is because, you know, I put a lot of work in what I'm doing, and I really need to get the temple built. So that's where the proceeds of that's going to the temple build, and that's important to me right now. So yeah, that's it. So thanks for being here. I hope you guys do, if nothing else, even if you're doing your own without getting the PDF, that you find this interesting enough where you make the choice to go into spiritual fitness. Cleanse yourself. Get the discipline you need. You know, make spiritual fitness a part of your life. It's for me, but I'm giving it away. Make it a part of your life. Do it a couple times a year. You know, that's another reason why I put this together in this way, because I do a lot of different cleansings and fastings, and I said that I wanted a particular go-to cleanse that would help me in many different ways, physically, mentally, spiritually. You know, of course, through that, just the journeying alone, emotionally, because things get emotional when you cleanse, and things coming out of you. But I don't talk to people a lot, so this give my journal or give me somebody to talk to. It'll get that conversation out that I might need to get out or whatever. So right now, the most important thing for me is just spiritual elevation. So right now, I've been fasting on different fasts all year, but this will be my go-to fast from now on. Some of these things it's a part of my life anyway. Intermittent fasting is a part of my life. And a couple things here, other things here is too. So whatever, but this will give me more discipline and just prepping for what's ahead of me. I'm not sure how I'm going to do it yet, but some of you already know that I've been calling for 11,111 melanated SisStars to come together on one day and pray. I don't know what other people are going to do, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go out to the rivers for 30 days, or maybe 28 days, and I'm going to pray or meditate. I'm going to speak over this place. Maybe it will inspire others to join me. I'm not sure, and this also, the proceeds from this can help with that, because if I'm going to go across country, you know, and I'm thinking I might be driving across country to different waters. Wherever I go, I might have to travel to speak over these waters. So, but that's for another time, and I'll give the full details of that. Like I say, in the days that I'll be doing it, maybe you guys find it in you, you goddesses find it in you to join me. If not, I still got to go do what I got to do. So I appreciate you. Thanks for being here, and I hope one way or the other you join spiritual fitness just for yourself. Adapt this way. Adapt this way, because it's very powerful. It's very simple. And it's very life-changing. And on that note, Hodak, I'll see you soon.